But hold on, let me get this first. Yeah, Genesis 25, start at 23. Read that.
This is book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations are in Rebecca's womb. See? So now we're going to be dealing with the 2 main characters of the scriptures.
Right.
Of the Bible. We're looking into the 2 main characters of the Bible. Do you understand? So it's the 2 nations are in thy womb. Read up.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
2 completely different people shall be separated. They are not the same in no way, shape, or form. Read up.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Yeah, we know that. Because we know that we are stronger than the other people. Read up.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Yes, the elder shall serve the younger. And we're going to be seeing who is the elder. Read up.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over, like an hairy garment.
So the first came out red, which is the elder, like a hairy garment. Yes. We know who is this hairy man up on the earth.
Right.
You understand? This caveman. We know him. He grow hair all way up to the back of his neck. We know him. Read up.
And they call his name Esau.
And they call his name what?
And they call his name Esau.
They call this hairy man, this red man, Esau. Because we know Esau is not white. He's red. Because you can see the blood through him. There goes Esau. Read up.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
So after that came his brother out, but there was no description of his color.
Right.
That's why this man was looking like everybody else. But Esau was abnormal. Esau had no melanin. A strange beast, a piglet. That's Esau.
Right.
Read up.
And Isaac was 70 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
Hold on. Get that again.
And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
So this is the characteristics of Esau. He's a cunning hunter. He can't stay at home. He has to even go to Africa just to kill the animals and say, oh no, there's too much of them. Let me kill out some of them. Esau hunt for no reason.
Right.
Esau kill for no reason. This is the characteristics of Esau, the red man, the hairy beast. We're coming out of the Bible. Read up.
And Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
See that? Jacob was a plain man, a very chill man, dwelling in a tent. Can't get look of music I play, and sip look of wine. Him good. You understand? Jacob don't want to go bungee jumping. Jacob don't want to jump out of plane and skydiving and all of these madness. No. Jacob is a plain man, dwelling in tents. Jacob don't love the madness. Jump over get me 27 and 11. Genesis 27 and 11. You have to about?
Yeah.
Bring it out, huh?
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
See that? We was coming to that, but good precept, a great precept. We was coming to it, but here. See, what does the scripture say? For one morsel of meat he sold his birthright. But in the Christian churches they say, oh no, Jacob was a thief. Jacob he stole the birthright. How come? So if I come to you right now and I say, listen to me, are you gonna sell me this Bible? And I say, I'll sell you this Bible for a pot of food, you know. And I say, yeah, take the Bible, I don't need it. Give me a pot of food. I say, alright, you sure? May I take the Bible, you know? I say, give me it, yeah man. I just want a plate of food, I'm hungry. So oh no, you're gonna say, boy, oh no, Jacob thief my birthright. See? Yeah, get me that Genesis 27 and 11. Genesis. Oh yeah, read it out.
This book of Genesis, chapter 27 and verse 11.
Read out.
And Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, behold, Esau, my brother, is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man.
Yeah, Esau is a hairy beast. The red man, the piglet, is a hairy beast. But Jacob is a smooth man. Read up.
My father, peradventure, will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver. And I shall.
Hold on. So, Rebecca, she got the prophecy. She know that the promises was for Jacob. See? So Isaac didn't know. So she's telling Jacob to come do this. Don't tell me about your father is gonna whatever. See, Rebecca got the prophecy from one side. She know what is supposed to happen. See, the elder shall serve the youngest. Esau came out first. He's the elder. Read that.
Verse 12. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to him a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me and not a blessing.
Rebecca know what's going on, so she's sending him in. Read that.
And his mother said unto him, upon me be thy curse, my son. Only obey my voice and go fetch me them.
Only obey your mother and go and get the things that she's sending you for. Let's see what she's telling him to get. Let's see what she's sending him, her son to get. Read that.
And he went and fetched. He went and fetched and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory meat, such as his father loved. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son, Esau, which were with her in the house.
So she take some of Esau's clothes. Because Esau carry a very high smell. Right. You know these people are very raw. Yes, Esau. Oh. Yes, he's very raw, very smelly. So Rebecca couldn't send in Jacob with his normal self, because Isaac would smell and say, no, this is not Esau. I know Esau smell very raw and very stink. So Rebecca makes sure to get some of Esau's clothes and put it upon him. Let's see what else she do. Read up.
And put them upon Jacob, her younger son. And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his head, upon his hands.
See that? She put the skins of the goats upon his hand. Imagine that. Imagine that. A human being, and to trick somebody, you're going to have goat skins upon them. So that's what we're going to prove to them, man. We're going to prove who is the rough goat, man. You got that up? Get me Daniel 8 and start at 3. Yeah, man, finish with that. Get me that. Daniel 8 and we start at 3. Let's see what's going on. In the mystery, Daniel have this vision, and we're going to see what's the vision about. Read that.
Book of Daniel, chapter 8 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
Then I lifted up mine eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram.
See that? Daniel, look up, and you see a ram. Now let's find out what's going on. Read that.
Which had 2 horns, and 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last.
Read.
I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him.
So this is a nation of people. Daniel see them conquering the earth from north, west, east, and south.
Right.
Read that.
But Slakia, neither was there any could deliver out of his hand.
At that time, this nation was very mighty. No one could deliver out of them hand. Read that.
But he did according to his will and became great.
Read.
Verse 5. And as I was considering, behold, an he goat came before the west.
So this a he goat. It's a he goat coming. Where's the direction that this he goat is coming from? What's the direction?
West.
From the west.
From the west.
What do they call here?
West.
The west.
Western
they
world.
call this the western world, right?
Right.
Read it again. Read that verse again.
Verse 5. And as I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west.
A he-goat now coming up from the west. Read that.
On the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground.
So this he-goat, there's another goat that's conquering and ruling, but now there's a different goat coming. A he-goat is coming from the west, conquering again. Read.
And the goat had a notable horn between his eyes, and he came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before the river.
So now I'm coming to the other goat. And come to the other goat. Read.
And ran unto him in fury of his power.
In fury. Him upset. Read.
And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with the choler against him.
It moved to him with hunger. Read up.
And smote the ram.
And did what?
And smote the ram.
Yes. This wicked goat, he smote the ram. Read up.
And break his 2 horns.
And break his 2 horns. So this ram came up and smote the other nation that was ruling and conquer them.
Right.
Jump down and give me verse 20.
Daniel chapter 8 verse 20. The ram which thou sawest having 2 horns are the kings of Media and Persia.
So this ram, the first ram that Daniel saw was the Persian kingdom.
Right.
The Medians and the Persians, right?
Yeah.
Read that.
Verse 21. And the rough goat.
The what?
And the rough goat.
The same goat that Rebecca had to tell Jacob to put some goat skin on you. This is the same rough goat. Read.
And the rough goat is the king of the Grecians.
Hold on. Yes, sis. Originally, where are you from? What country? From Grenada. That's very good. So, we're out here letting our people know that according to the Bible, they are the true descendants of the Israelites.
That's right.
You understand? And we're going to show you some of the atrocities that happened to our people. Get me Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy, start at 1:1. Deuteronomy 1:1. No, start at 1. Hold what you got. Deuteronomy 1. Listen up, sis.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness.
And to who?
Unto all Israel.
To all Israel on this side in the wilderness, in the plains over Jordan.
So you understand what's going on, sis? The whole book of Deuteronomy, it is speaking to the children of Israel. You understand? All right. We set the precept for it. Now get me 28. You have that? Yeah, 28. Start at verse 1. Listen, sis. It's a proposal being made to the children of Israel. It's a blessing and a curse. Choose life or death. Do you understand? So this would be the blessings part of it. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
Okay, so hearken means to listen. So the Most High said, if you will listen to my commandments and do my commandments, then there's going to be a blessing for you. Read that.
The Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So the Most High is going to set us on high above all nations of the earth. Read that.
And all these blessings shall come upon thee.
So all these blessings was going to come upon us.
And overtake thee.
And overtake us. We would be superly blessed.
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Just if we should listen. Read that.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall...
Hold on. We're not blessed in this city. We're in the lowest parts of this city. We're not blessed in the fields. Do you understand? So we're going to jump over now and read the flip side of it. Give me verse 15. Read that.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So this is what our people chose, sis. We didn't choose the blessing because we are very disobedient people. Do you understand? So we didn't choose the blessings. Get me Ezekiel 2 and Ezekiel 2 and start at verse 3. Hold on, sis. We got you. Read that.
16. Cursed shall thou be in the field, and cursed shall thou be in cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So sis, our people was cursed in the city by the Most High for not listening. Do you understand? So our people live in the lowest parts. We were cursed in the fields, in the tobacco field, in the cane field. You notice in Grenada they have a lot of sugar cane field. Our people was slaves on these plantations. We are still slaves. But because some of us have works now, and we're going around working for the master, they say, oh, we're not any slaves. But any work that you get right now, you have to have a contract. And once you sign that contract, you're a slave. Do you understand? Once you have a credit card, and you use that credit card, the Most High says the borrower is a slave to the lender. Do you understand? So for us to borrow and say, oh, let me borrow some money, we're a slave to the person we borrowed from. Do you understand? Get me that, bro. Get Ezekiel. Read that.
Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation.
To a what?
To a rebellious nation.
So the Most High knows from the beginning, our people are very rebellious. See? So the Most High knows who would rebel against his laws. Read that.
That had rebelled against me, they and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day.
Even unto this very day, because on this very day, on this holy Sabbath day, our people still walking around here, buying and selling on the Sabbath. And imagine all of the atrocities that we went through, and our people still can't learn. Get me Deuteronomy 28 and 46. 46, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 46. And it shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So these curses, sis, they're going to be upon us for a sign and for a wonder. That's like when you're driving and you see the KFC sign and you say, oh, that's KFC, I can get some chicken inside there. Do you understand? These curses, they're going to be upon us for a sign, for us to read this Bible today and say, wait, this is talking about me, this is talking about us.
God.
So it's up on our children for a sign for them to wake up in these last times. Do you understand? Get me Romans 13 and 11. Read that.
And it shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Read.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So, we didn't serve the Most High for the abundance of all things. We didn't want to listen to what the Most High is saying. So the Most High said, therefore we're going to serve our enemies. Read that.
Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Since when we're hungry, who do we have to go to? We have to go to these people. Do you understand? When we're thirsty, we don't own any water company or any not even in Jamaica, not even in Grenada. Our people, they don't own these things. Do you understand? So we have to go to our enemies no matter where we have, no matter where we live. See? And the scripture said, and in want of all things. So no matter what, if you want a birth certificate, you're going to have to go to your enemy. If you want a driver's license, you're going to have to go to your enemy. Sis, you know what the wickedest thing is? Look, England was made by our people, by the Windrush generation. We come here and fought for this place. Do you understand? See? And look what they do. They make everything available for Europeans and not for us. If you come from Grenada and you come with your Grenada driver's license, they say no, it's not accepted, it's invalid. Do you understand? And remember, they are the ones who ruled over Grenada. They are the ones who set up all of their laws and whatever. Do you understand? But they say your thing is not valid. But yet still, all these Europeans, they can come over with the driver's license and they can go to driving, get a driving jobs same time. But our people is always held back. That's a curse.
And what them do, sister? What them did to the Windrush generation? The last thing that them did, they destroy all the paperwork, and then deport the people and lock them up in a prison, and this wicked thing. So how can they tell us? Yes, you see, that's how wicked they are.
You see that? Get Baruch 3 and 8, just for that. Get Baruch 3 and 8. Read that.
And in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Who did that happen to? That happened to our people, right? We had yokes of iron upon our neck. This is the book of Deuteronomy. It's talking to the Israelites, God's chosen people. Do you understand? Which you are. You understand? You have that? Read that.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
No, we are not in captivity.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
No, but we are free and we can go and work and get paid.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
We are still in captivity, sister. Do you understand? We still have to, when you are free, you can just get up and say, you know what, I'm going to take a plane. You can be in Grenada and say, no, I'm going to take a plane to England. You're not free because you have to have permission from who? It's not from Mosai. You get permission from these devils.
Right.
Do you understand? Well, finish up that.
And to be where thou hast been scattered, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach.
So we were scattered for a reproach because we're disobedient and rebellious against the Mosai. Read that.
And the curse, and to be subject to payments.
Aren't we subject to payments right now? Remember when the Jews said to Christ, should we stop paying Caesar taxes? So from them times, we were under subjection. From even when Christ was coming, was on earth, the Romans, they was ruling, right? Yes, there was wicked, filthy people. They was ruling. Do you understand? And we have to be paying them. So from them, when you are free, you don't have to pay taxes. Do you understand? You finish up? You want Romans? All right, bring it out the Romans. Oh, you have it? Yeah, 13
and 11. This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now our salvation is nearer than when we believed.
See that, sis? Now that we have been through all of those atrocities, slavery and all of these things, and the Most High had punished us, now we are in the time of refreshing. Now is the time for us to wake up, know who we are. We are an Israelite, a royal princess. Do you understand? We need to come back to the Most High. Do you understand? Get me 68. Get me 68. Let me show you something, sis.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Get me Exodus 20 and verse 2. So sis, the Most High says he's going to bring us back into Egypt with ships. You have that? Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
You understand that, sis? Egypt, the house of bondage. It's talking about slavery, right? So we're going to jump back over to Deuteronomy 68, which is the curses, and see what it's really talking about. Remember, Egypt represents the house of bondage, slavery. Read that, huh?
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So the Lord is going to bring us into slavery again with ships. Who did this happen to? Did this happen to the people that are in Jerusalem right now claiming to be Jews? No. I show you verse 46. So it's going to be upon you for a sign and for a wonder, for you to know who you are. You are the Israelites, descendants of the Israelites. So you're an Israelite. Do you understand? Read that.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again,
we're not going to see our homeland anymore. Jerusalem is our homeland. We're not going to see it anymore until the Most High sent Christ to redeem us. Until the Most High sent Christ to redeem us and bring us back into our land. Read that.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
When we got off your ships. Read it again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
This is coming from the Bible, sis. You understand? Growing up, we have the Bible sit down in the house. We don't keep to business with it because enough people say, boy, a white man book and whatever. And pure foolishness, madness. So we had no interest in it. But now that's the Most High raise us up and give us the knowledge and understanding, and we can read and see what's going on. Do you understand? Read that.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
See that? We were sold for bondman and bondwoman, and no man can buy us out of this situation. No one can deliver us out of this situation. Only the Most High can come and deliver us. Do you understand? Daniel 9:11. Read that.
Book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore, the curse is poured upon us.
Therefore, the what?
Therefore, the curse is poured upon us.
This is the curses that we're reading now about, sis, in Deuteronomy. Do you understand? So we didn't obey. So this is confirmation. All Israel, they did not obey. So therefore, the Most High said, okay, want to now hear me? Hold this. Do you understand? Get me Deuteronomy 32 and I think 21. Deuteronomy 32. Yeah, 21. We have it. Deuteronomy 32 and 21. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people.
You see that? We provoke the Most High to anger with false gods. So the Most High said, okay, you know what? I'm going to move you to jealousy with them which is not a people. Read that.
I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
Yes, the Most High said, God, bring us to anger with a foolish nation. These people that are ruling over us, they're foolish.
That's right.
Thus said the Most High. Do you understand? You see, you ever see sometimes you're walking down the street and you see somebody pushing a pram coming up. And you say, oh, let me get out of the way. Somebody have a baby pushing coming up. Then when you look, it's a dog rising up here. I say, ouch.
Precept.
Huh? You have a precept? Read out that.
This is the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 8.
Hold on, give me verse 1 first.
Verse 1.
Yes.
But
Verse
now they that are younger than I have me in derision.
Yes. Job said these people who are younger than him have him in derision. Read that.
Whose father I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
Whose fathers, these people, Job, their fathers, he would let them, their fathers sit among the dog of his flock. Because remember, these people, Caucasians, do you know what Caucasian mean? It means cave dwellers. Do you understand? That's what Caucasian mean. So these people, they were the cave beasts. Do you understand? So Job is saying that these people, he would disdain from sitting with the dogs of his flocks. You know that these people, they have a phobia. I don't think they're over it as yet. But they did like water. They didn't bathe. You know that white people, they didn't bathe. You didn't know that? They didn't bathe. If you go on YouTube right now, they have this challenge that they're putting out. Oh, let's go. 50 days challenge. 50 days and I haven't bathed. Yes.
God.
That's right, sis. They didn't like to bathe. They had a phobia. They feared water. They think water would harm them. We're the one who came here and told them that they should bathe and that they should cook their food, because they don't cook their food up to this day. They want to have things rare. And when you stay and cut and say you're going to cut a piece of meat, you go to a restaurant, they say, and you see blood coming up. No, we don't do those things. We don't do those things. Read up.
Verse 2. Yeah, whereto might the strength of thy hands profit me, in whom old age was perished, for want and famine they were desolate, solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in the former time, desolate and waste.
These
Verse
people,
4.
they were fleeing away from civilization because nobody wanted them. They were filthy beasts. Read up.
Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat.
Pure nastiness they was eating. Read up.
They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the cave of the earth, and in the rocks.
To dwell in where?
In the rocks.
In the cliffs.
In the cliffs and the valley, in the cave of the earth, and in the rocks.
He's talking about the Caucasian sister.
That's right.
Do you understand? The cave dwellers. Read up.
Verse 7. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together, yet they were children of fools.
They were children of what?
They were children of fools.
Yes, and we know it.
Yet children of base men.
Base men. They were the lowest people upon the earth. They were the lowest people upon the earth, but for disobedience, the Most High took this base man. Base man means he's the lowest. He's the nastiest, the filthiest. Read up.
They were viler than the earth.
They were what?
They were viler than the earth.
They were more nastier than the earth. Not even the earth is more cleaner than them. Do you understand? Vile, wicked. These people that go around conquering everybody's land and then say, oh, he's a terrorist. See? They go in people's land and they rob, rape and steal. And then you say, oh no, you can't take my minerals, you can't take my gold, my silver, my diamond, whatever. No, you can't have my oil. Oh, you mean we can't have the oil? Oh, you're a terrorist, we're gonna kill you. Ah! That's these people. Read up.
Verse 9. And now am I their song? Yeah. Am I their byword?
Yes, we are their songs and their bywords right now. Do you understand? Because they have conquered us. They have called us the niggers. They have called us blacks. What does it mean to when I call myself a black man, what am I calling myself? When you look up the word black, when you look up the word black, what does it mean? It means everything negative, everything evil. Everything evil associated with black, right? No. So when you call yourself when they call themselves white now, because there's no white people on the earth. So when they call themselves white, what does that mean? It associates with purity. White means pure.
No label for me. No
you understand?
label for me. No label for me. You label yourself if you like, but no label for me. Jesus don't label people. God, the true white people don't label people. He labeled no one.
He called them dogs.
I don't care what he called them.
Sis, I'm dealing with you. You understand? Because get me Hebrews 12 and verse 5. Get me that. Hebrews 12 and verse 5.
You know that, right?
Get me that, huh?
Have you heard of
Bye. Hey, back up. Hey. Have a good day. Back up.
Hebrews 12
They're busy.
and verse 5.
Read.
And yeah, and he have forgotten.
They don't want to listen to you. They're tired of you.
12 and Hebrews 12 and verse 5. The word of the Lord is quick and powerful. 4 and 2.
Hebrew chapter 4 verse 12.
Read.
For the word of God is quick.
Yes, the word of the Most High is quick. You see how quick? Read.
And powerful.
And powerful.
And sharper than any two-edged sword.
And sharper than any two-edged sword. I didn't do this lady anything. Honestly, you're talking about the word of the Most High, right? It's in the Bible, right?
Yep.
You see how our spirit cut? Read.
Piercing even to
Piercing.
even.
Piercing. You know what piercing means? It's cutting her up inside. It's cutting her up inside. This is the truth. I did not say anything to her. You were standing there. I said nothing at all to her. I said nothing at all to her. Read that.
Read.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirits and of the joints and marrow, and is the discerner of the thoughts and intent of the heart.
See that? Sis, hold on. We was proving a point about the rough coat, right? We're gonna get back to that. Get me.
And you know what? You know who they are. They're wealthy. The descendants of them here are here right now. They're wealthy. They're the Arabs, right? The descendants of the people that destroyed Africa. They killed many tribes. They took them all as slaves. They took many African women as slaves and put them in a burqa.
And Daniel said,
Muslims,
this rough goat came.
Anytime.
And he conquered the Persians. And now the rough goat is ruling, right? First Maccabees 1 and verse 1. Yeah, First Maccabees 1 and 1.
It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, and smitten Darius, king of Persia, and smitten Darius, Persian, and Medes.
So he smitten Darius. We were just reading in the book of Daniel chapter 8. He's met the Persians. Read up.
Many African women.
Persian and Medes. And he reigned in his stead. And the first over Greece.
Over who?
And the first over Greece.
Read.
And made many wars. And won many strongholds.
See?
And slew the kings of the earth.
See what these people do? They made many wars. See? And slew the kings of the earth. Read up.
And went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils.
Went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils. Just as how they're doing today.
Of many nations.
Read.
Insomuch that the earth was quiet before him.
The earth was quiet before them. They subdued the whole earth. These Grecians, these Romans, these Europeans, these Caucasians. Read that.
Whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up.
Read.
And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him.
Read.
And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive.
See, so these wicked people, they conquer the earth, and now he's about to die. Hold on, stay where you're at, but jump back up to verse 1. Read it from the top. Read it from the top. Verse 1. Sis, listen up here.
This is book of First Maccabees chapter